We are live. Happy hump day, everybody. Welcome to What's in Your Cup, episode 155. Guys, this is 355 consecutive episodes that I've done over almost the last 3 years. Next week's episode will be the 3-year anniversary of What's in Your Cup. I want to say thank you. Thank you to each and every one of you that have given me the yearning, given me the yearning to want to come back, have given me the inspiration, the motivation. Wanted to quit this quite a few times and probably more this week than ever. I hope you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me? All right, cool. So, guys, first and foremost, what's in your cup today? What are you guys drinking today? True blue, big blue Giants fan here. I don't care how bad they are. We can't even stick to the plan and completely just fail miserably. So we can get a good draft pick. I think there are over 18 teams. I think at least 18 teams in the NFL right now that do not have a winning record. I believe the entire NFC South has a losing record. The entire division pretty much sucks. No, my man has changed his name, but he's drinking the Bustelo. That's all I know who it is. All right, guys. So grow some balls has rebranded, and he is now North Florida cold blooded. God, that's a lot to say, but I think it's more professional. I think it's definitely more professional. Let's see who's up in here. Up here, back in first. It's the lovely Holly. Good morning, Holly. Sliding into first base where she used to live, where she used to own it. She's the first morning misfit to check in. We got Sugar Skull Serpents up in here coming in second. And guys, you already know second is the first loser, but I welcome you anyway, Kevin. My man, hashtag Q, original misfit. Matter of fact, it's his hashtag Morning Misfits and so many others that we have. That's why we call him hashtag Q. Good morning, H&M Exotics. We got Large Marge Morphs. He's been a regular for quite some time. So it's nice to see Holly and Paul living in the chat so harmoniously. Ah, my beating heart. Gerald, someone that never. I think he wants to be hated more than me sometimes. He Good morning, Gerald, the time traveler, forward motion reptiles up in the hizzy. But yeah, Gerald seems to get into a lot of shit. Actually, that's how I connected with Gerald. It was his beef with Keys, with Keys Constrictors. Keys Constrictors had reached out to me saying, "Yo, what's up with this guy? Can you squash the beef?" And I really didn't know either one of them. And all of a sudden, I'm playing Judge Judy, or some people say Judge Joe Brown. Wait, what did I think it was Billy that called me Judge Judy. All right. Who else is up in her? Shauna Connor. Good morning, Shauna. I didn't forget you today. You see, because you said good morning, Brian. Yesterday you said sup. Last night you said sup. So that's why I kind of just like scrolled right over it. Good morning, basement pythons and Mipana, who's actually has one of my females that he sent me a nice lock the other day, trying to get her going, getting her roaring. Is Soul's Balls. What's up? What's good, Sal's Balls? We got Balls and Strikes Pythons. I almost wore a Balls and Strikes Pythons t-shirt, but I thought that, I might influence the voting. And this dude almost doubled up in one day. He shot up to first place, guys. If you don't know what I'm talking about, we'll talk a little bit more about it in a minute. We got my dog. We got my dog up in here. We got my dog. Snakes in the Fat Man. And what does he do? What does he do, this fucking guy? Oh, guys, warning. I know some of you already listen to me on earbuds and listen to the show later because your kids are eating cereal and stuff. Warning, guys, as early as it is, I can't control some of the language that takes place on this show. This show is for adults. We're drinking coffee, and unless you're Puerto Rican, your kids shouldn't even be drinking coffee right now. Our kids start drinking coffee, café con leche, out of their bottle. All right, so since I got Chris here, I guess I'm gonna skip down a little bit, and we'll get back to the comments because you're showing love. I want to show you love, but real quick, what's in my cup? Well, you guys already know what's in my cup, right? We got that cold-blooded caffeine. Okay, we got the cold-blooded caffeine up in the system. Okay, and this week it's Sumatran. I still have to get my own label. 2024 guaranteed, guys. Start putting in your pre-orders now for a bag of Samson's Snakeatorium cold-blooded caffeine. I think we're gonna go with the Sumatran. I kind of like the Sumatran a lot. I want to say huge congrats, huge shout outs to Bob Vu. Tis the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la. He was on the show a couple of weeks ago, and he said his goal was 15,000. He raised his goal to 15,000 this year for his fundraiser, his annual fundraiser, Toys for Tots. It affected him as a child. He was a recipient, and obviously had a lifelong impression. Well, congratulations. It was looking a little bit like it was slacking, and then all of a sudden, in the last few days, he hit goal $15,000. He already started buying the toys, Toys for Tots. Shout outs to Bob's Balls. Bob Boo does this every year. Put it on your calendar. You can make a contribution to help someone that may not be as fortunate as you. We participate in a bunch of holiday fundraisers. It's a tough season. A lot of us are very jolly, but a lot of us go through depression. It's the worst time of the year as far as suicide and other things go. So yeah, please please always keep the less fortunate, and always remember, no matter how bad your situation is, there's somebody out there even worse. We're fortunate that we're even breathing to complain today, right? Um, with that, we have sad news. I saw this post by Smitty's. Um, two guys on the blue line. Rest in peace to Bob Capri. He recently passed away. Um, I did not know the man, but I've heard nothing but good things about him. Uh, obviously, when we do pass, and I think it's something everyone here has to consider, what happens to your animals? Whether you have 10 animals, whether you have 100 animals, what happens to your animals if you pass? Do you have your situation in place? God forbid you pass away. Is it part of an inheritance? Are you leaving it to somebody that even wants it? Um, yeah. So something that we don't want to think about. No one ever wants to think about death, but it's a reality. We're all going to die. Um, and according to some of my viewers, I'll be dying sooner than later. But we'll talk more about that later. Bronx down under last night. Chris, you get a middle finger. I did my nice little uh, compilation of all these Christmas traditions that I wanted to talk about and see who does what. And all Chris wanted to talk about yesterday is what people hated or thought was BS about Christmas. Well, guys, tis the season to be jolly. If you missed it, go check it out. Uh, but the topic lately has been the 15 minutes of lame. Okay. The voting started. And love it or hate it, love him or hate him, your feed is going to be bombarded with 15 minutes of lame post for the next few weeks. So you might as well make some lemonade out of it and go in there and vote. There's 17 contestants that you can vote for that are putting out reels, and they're fighting hard to be the 2024 lamest of the lame. So this year's Snakes and the Fat Man, let's see, I think 5 of the 17 contestants have been on one of my shows. I thought that was pretty cool. And today I'm going to be announcing publicly something I never done before. Well, maybe I've hinted here and there in the past, but today I'm going to be announcing publicly who I am supporting. And guys, I'm good for 11 votes minimum a day. Okay, just so you know, I grab every device. I use all my devices. I get on computers. I call people. I make people grab their phone right in front of me, and we go to the Snakes and the Fat Man's website. Okay, go to snakesandthefatman.com. You click on 15 minutes, and then you scroll and you vote for your favorite person. So it's really difficult. This year, like I said, 5 of the 17 contestants have been on shows that I've done, and I always support people. So it was really, really hard. So what I decided to do this year was support someone that hasn't been on a show. Okay. And they have been extremely, extremely supportive. And as a matter of fact, they're joining us today. Let me bring them out. Before I bring them out, you guys have any idea who I might be supporting? Any idea, guys? I see a lot of contestants. Let's see here. I see a lot of contestants in the chat. Wow, look at all these contestants. Technically, Holly is a contestant. I see her on the website. She's there. She's on the website. Paul, Large March Morphs. He's another one. Who else is up in here? Let's see. I want to make sure I don't miss anyone because it's pretty sucky because Chris keeps missing Gerald from VIP Morphs Canada, and that's bad. This guy right here. Come on. Come on, guys. Balls and strikes. Everybody knows balls and strikes in this chat because he takes over the chat. He likes to push my buttons. Who else is up in here, huh? Who else is up in here from anybody else? Anybody else? We have last year's winner and the creators of the 15 minutes a ball python documentary movie, which I will say is the best movie on ball pythons that has ever been released. I'm making that claim. Prove me wrong. Okay? Prove me wrong. All right? But yeah, the best. Go watch it. You'll love it. Well, speaking of VIP morphs, we have the nice half, but it's Gerald that's actually running. And guys, if you didn't check out last night's episode of Bronx Down Under, go check it out. We had a few contestants out there that were letting you know why they're so lame. Okay, but there we go. We got a few I'm missing anyone, I apologize. Let me see. Oh, we have another former contestant up in here. Boards Exotics. He's done his thing. I don't know why Ron. I don't know if Ron's ever been in it, but he should have been in it. Oh, here we go. We got Jared. Jaw dropping morphs. Who else? Who else? Anybody else? Is that it? Is that it? Going once, going twice. Uh, is that it? Is that it? Let's see here. Oh, I think that's it. All right, cool. All right, so guys, what any idea? Any idea who I'm supporting this year? Anybody have an idea? Come on. Is it somebody in the chat? Hmm, let's see. Well, how about I just bring him out? Because you guys don't know. Let's see here. Bronx Down Under was a fun show last night. Anyone that didn't get to see it should definitely watch the replay. And you get to see Troy's lovely wallpaper. A lot of people had things to say. He better not light up that scented candle today if he knows what's good for him. What's wrong with my scented candle, man? I love this scented candle. It's from Hothead Candles, brother. Handcrafted. These are handcrafted, handmade, made with love. Okay. My man Brian with a Y, besides the fact he spells his name right, actually is in the lab like Breaking Bad. Come on, man. Show some love to my man. Guys, I still have some candles to give away actually, and I've been really, really slipping on that. How you doing, Heather? How's everything going over at Mother Effing Balls? Want to see this a few other people. My man Elijah, what is good? What is good? Home slice, home skillet, morphic exotics. Look at this, Val. Val's waking up all the way from I forgot Saskatchewan, something like that. Out in Canada. I think that she's in another time zone. We got Tamethyst reptiles up in here. Look at all these lovely people. H&H, I can't forget her. She's been on a couple of shows. And of course, me pana, BBM reptiles, cuddle time critters. All right, I'm gonna bring them out. Let's see. H&H Pythons is voting for Nat O'Malley. I haven't heard from him in a while. He was almost gonna go on a milk carton. SS Bronx, that's what's up. Let's get Tim a copy of the movie and poster and hand out a few to the lovely people here. Guys, would you like an autographed poster of the 15 minutes of lame documentary? It's signed by a couple of people that were in the documentary, including none other than the founder, Mr. Chris Eaton, and one of his sponsors since the beginning that I think pretty much everyone and their mother knows, Justin Kabelka, Mr. Canova. So if you'd like a poster, tell me why. Drop it in the chat right now. Why you should get a poster, okay? Now, by default, oh my gosh, this guy right here. Thank you for the coffee. Thank you, Timothy. Timothy is one of the greatest supporters we have on Bronx Down Under. Without fail, he checks in. He gives us some of that chat money every week. He's definitely getting a Bronx Down Under t-shirt. And guys, if you haven't, go to the website. Go buy a Bronx Down Under t-shirt. We got them in stock. Men, women, whatever you identify as, we have a t-shirt for you. Timmy, you will be getting a DVD and a poster as well. How can we get on the 15-minute of lame in 2024? Elijah, if you have to ask that question, you can't get on it. Okay? Talk to me offline, man. If you have to ask that question, you can't get on it. You're embarrassing me right now. Okay? You're embarrassing. Make sure pretend you know somebody. All right, pretend you know somebody, buddy. Gosh, goodness gracious. I have too many neighbors in the contest, but my buddy from across the Savannah River has my support. Team BNS. Enigmatic. Good morning, Enigmatic. Guys, if you haven't checked out Enigmatic Reptiles, they put up a good post recently on how to how to use an ultrasound and the benefits of an ultrasound. Go check it out. I don't know if you should have tagged me on the post, that was unsolicited, but I dig it. That's marketing. I get it. I get it. I get it. All right. H&H Python said she's already getting one. Kevin wants one. Kevin wants one. That's cool. You know what? 412 balls. 412. You know what? Greg Somer. You know what, Chris? Greg gets one. Let's go. Let's go. Greg gets a DVD and a signed poster. He has been an amazing support of Samson Snakeatorium and Samson since Samson read his company name as 412 balls. All right, guys, without any further ado, none of you guess. Shame on you. I'm bringing out our contestant and the person I will be publicly supporting from here out. No pressure.
No pressure at all, huh?
Look at you, well, kiss ass with. I don't know if I'm voting for you now. You wore his t-shirt instead of mine. Okay, all right. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing.
Come on, man. Come on.
You're spreading the love. You're spreading the love.
Yeah. I gotta get it all over the place.
Go ahead and introduce yourself. Let everybody know your name. Let them know why you're lame.
I'm Paul. From Large Marge Morphs. In this 15 minutes of lame contest. Lamest motherfucker there is, I guess, right? You didn't put any whatchamacallit. I can curse, right?
Yeah, you can curse.
I know you got some serious shit coming up on this episode. So
It's all right. We talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah.
So it is what it is, and we will be talking about some ugly. So it is what it is, brother. But go ahead. Why don't you tell us why people should vote for you and why you're the lamest and how's it been going so far?
Well, it's fun. I mean, this whole contest is I mean, as much as that everyone's throwing punches at each other, fucking Troy last night fucking killed me. But it's fun, it kind of it brings a community, and everybody that's doing with the reels and everything. I don't know about how many reels I can fucking keep doing, man. With this whole two a day, one a day. So I'm like trying to spread out and put uh filler videos and everything. I have Jay helping me out too as well from Greenline, and the ideas in my head, I'm just like, this is all right. We can do this. We can do that. So, but it's just fun. And I wouldn't have thought, like, even speaking to a few people, like, and me and Troy have been talking back and forth at each other, and and he's like my grandfather. Yeah. So
Is
like
that is that a pot? Is that a pot shot right there?
I mean, he's given he has so much advice and so much you know that uh that that I get I take advice from him. I mean, what can it be? You're 10 years in the industry, and you finally make it into the 15 minutes of lame contest. So, so
So you're very subtle and real quick. Rihanna's reptiles. We connected a few years back, had some questions, and it was cool to chop it up. Happy birthday! His birthday just passed on Sunday, so you know what,
happy
Chris?
birthday.
Let's send out two posters, Chris, and that'll be it. I'm good. I'm good at two posters. Just keep the energy coming, guys. Keep the energy coming. But Rihanna's reptiles and for 12 balls, we're gonna shoot out poster and DVDs once they're all signed. Okay, once all the posters are signed by everybody, they're traveling the country, guys. The posters are traveling the country to
Going
all the.
back and forth, huh?
Yep, they got to go to all the previous winners and others that were in the actual documentary. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So did
Timmy,
you see and Timmy? We can't forget
Timmy.
about Timmy. Yeah, we know that Timmy's down, bro. Timmy's down. So did you see the documentary?
I did see the documentary. I mean, it's it's really fucking good. It definitely. I was watching a professional documentary, and I was. I can't say that I'm not surprised either. I mean, Steven seems the type that is involved, and you've seen that picture with him and that light that's like bigger than my basement. That light, and so I
Do you think they had enough of me in it?
I've heard that. Yeah, yeah. I had too much of Brian.
I think it was just perfect, just enough.
just enough.
Just
You
just
you had
enough.
you had a good what 15 20 minutes on there, and
Well,
everyone.
here's the crazy part. First of all, Steven is the guys, we're talking about Steven from the Leviathan Snakes, half of the winning team of the 2023 Snakes and the Fat Man 15 minutes of lame contest. Um, he is the utmost professional. Okay, so he rolls in and he's doing his setup, and you guys already see I've done 355 consecutive episodes, and every week it's good. It's a coin toss whether or not I even have the mic on right. Okay, so I guess this is the language they use
Fucking
in
Troy, man, I'm
prison.
telling you, I wouldn't think that he'd be so witty of his age, man. Fuck.
Yeah, I still don't think he's that witty. But we'll talk a little bit about that. But Steven is the most professional. But the thing that really got me is like he does this thing where he's like he snaps his fingers when he's doing his sound check, and he has his fingers all in your face, and he's like
Check
and
one,
then
two.
I know the camera adds 10 pounds, but he threw an extra 100 pounds on me, so I wasn't so cool with that. Um, and then, I'm thinking, wow, this is going to be something really cool, a cool documentary. I'm telling you, he interviewed me for about 120 seconds. Okay. and the way he cut it up and edited it made it look like he and I were hanging out for like 3 hours, you know, so
So
he just
that
did an amazing job. He
yeah.
he he did an absolutely amazing job. We wouldn't even have this documentary if we didn't have this lame ass contest that people actually wanna be named the lamest.
I mean, it's very cool that I mean, and I mean, if you know Chris, obviously, I mean, if he adds a joke, completely, completely Chris, you know, and then just carrying it out, and now it's a little tradition. I think it's great.
I think it's great too, and I shared that, and then if you wanna hear more about it, go watch the 15 minutes of lame, documentary. You can find it on
And
either.
no, by the way, I'm sorry, his hair is absolutely amazing. Nice flowing hair. And then
Oh,
Chris, when they showed like his like back in the day, he was interviewing
nah, you
someone.
could already see it was headed out the door. You could already stop. You're
Going
kissing
on,
ass extra. You just remember, Chris does not vote. I just want you to remember that, okay? You're kissing the wrong ass
That's
right
all
now,
right. No,
man.
man, that's cool.
Okay, you're kissing the wrong ass. But guys, if you did not, and I should have put it, and I will put it in the video description. If you have not seen the documentary, you can go find it at either Leviathan Snakes or you can find it at Snakes and the Fat Man's YouTube channels. It has quite a few thousand views already. I think in a few days it has in excess of 5-6 thousand views,
Yeah.
and I have not heard one negative thing about it. Okay, it's one of the realest documentaries you will ever see about ball pythons and the community. Also, there's no sugarcoating in it, and it falls in line with the Snakes and the Fat Man's brand, where he brings it to you raw. Oh,
Mm.
baby, I like it raw. All right, so what made you say, "Hey, I'm down for this"? And like I said, Troy, he's going hard. This morning, I saw Kenny's post from Puerto Rico, who looks
Yeah,
like he's in.
he said that you're gonna like that post.
Yeah,
Or
yeah, he's in Italy right now. Kenny and Troy actually connected from Kenny being on one of my lives, and then they met in person at a show, and they developed a excuse me, a friendship. And then when Troy was on one of his many cruises, because Troy, and I tell you, he must be doing good with those snakes.
oh,
When he
yeah,
was on
of course.
one of his cruises and he stopped in Puerto Rico, they actually got together. And I don't know if that's when Troy got to eat some mofongo, because Troy loves his mofongo. So now you're in the competition. I talked about it a little bit last night. The reels are great. The reels are great. They're funny. They keep the timelines. They keep the timelines. Excuse me. They keep the feeds full of the contest. Keep
Mhm.
people enthralled. You've already seen a lot of heavy hitters have come out and either shared who they're supporting. Can't lie, Troy's getting a lot of big names supporting him. You know.
Well, I mean, come on. I mean, and I'm gonna keep going. I mean, he's been in the business for 10 years. I mean, you better
So
be
so
making
are you
big
saying
names.
he shouldn't be in the
Let-
contest?
let- whatever the criteria is, but I'm saying he established a journey. That he's met half these guys.
I think
So
Chris makes up the criteria as he goes along.
so whatever it is, he's more power to him. And I said that to him. He got Garrick and everything like that. What are you gonna do? But I'm just gonna throw punches at him. What am I ever
So
gonna do? I'm
so
gonna break
listen,
his hip.
Junior, you're close enough. 9 years, all right.
Sorry, Grandpa.
So I don't know, Grandpa. It took you 9 years. It took you 9 years to get into the Snakes and the Fat Man 15 minutes
So yeah.
contest. 9 years, shit.
So since he's the front runner, I mean, everybody's better start throwing some punches at him. Got to break his hip.
So one of the things I think that helps any of you is pushing past your comfort zones, and I see it a lot, definitely from you, but I can't deny it. I do see it in Troy as well, where he's doing things he wouldn't normally do,
Yeah,
and he is witty. So I think he's ready for you guys. I think he's ready for everybody that's coming at him, and he took the lead. He
yeah.
pretty much doubled up.
He went to all his bingo. He got all his bingo friends, and he went to the old age home. Senior living homes, I mean, that's where he's about your most. He's feeding people friggin' baby food. That's what he's doing. He's not shaking hands and kissing babies. He's going to the old people's homes and helping them out.
He's grinding. That's it.
Yeah, he is. He is.
He's grinding. So let me ask you this. He definitely threw a jab at you yesterday.
Oh,
Okay.
100%. 100%. I mean,
Uh,
what am I gonna do? I mean, listen, and I had the interview with Chris, and it's out there. I didn't have anything at the time that I started, so and now now I have some. But
that's pretty lame though. That's pretty lame.
but he's fucking right. I mean, like, I'm opening up the thing. Oh, look, I got the prelay shed, bastard. I mean, it happened to him when he was fucking young too. When he was young, but
He hasn't been young for a
for
long
a
time.
long time. That's why I tried to.
Okay.
Yeah.
He wasn't young when he started in the ball
Yeah.
python world. Okay. All right. He wasn't young when he started. So that's why he gets so much respect. People think he's been in this for 35 years. Right? So you didn't have anything when you first came on board, but you were already making momentum. I mean, you're definitely you have an addictive personality. You can tell
Oh yeah.
from the way you started this, which is it could be dangerous. It could definitely
Oh, it's
definitely
100% dangerous. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I've been an addict back in the day. 8 years sober, and now I just have my addiction into snakes. You know.
which you don't have to worry about killing anybody driving and
Yeah, and I don't go out anymore. I don't come home 3 days later. You know, my wife's like, "Where'd you go?" I just went to go get milk. That whole lying thing. So yeah,
yeah.
so it's good.
But also you've done well in the short time. You've done well. You have a nice setup. You've done well in the short time you got going. I know you've been picking up some nice stuff. So you are doing it. And speaking of sober and huge kudos to you, man. Anyone that has had this battle, anyone that's had it's a day-to-day thing. So to be able to say 8 years, that's huge. But I would like to put it out there,
Yeah,
guys.
you are. There it is. There it is. 18 years. Love it. That is
Guys,
so
18
amazing.
years. Last week, I made 18 years dry. It's a huge um accomplishment for me. I was in the music business when it happened. Oh, by the way, one of the acts that I used to manage just made the Billboard's top 10 like all time uh list, which was really awesome. I have it on my Instagram page. Whether you're Spanish, whether you're whatever language, it's a very famous song, Dan Sacuduro. Shout outs to ANX, rest in peace, ecstasy. I love
Appreciate
y'all
you, Mitch.
cover. But guys, 18 years. And actually, my last time drinking was in the club, and I don't remember anything that happened, but
Uh-huh.
it was a rough night. I fought 5 cops, gave them a go though.
Yeah.
NY, NYPD know me. I have no recollection of it, and I think I gave them such a go that they didn't arrest me. They whooped my ass, but they didn't.
You're lucky.
Yeah, I wasn't one of your clients. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, so I really appreciate it, and to each of you that have your own struggles, each of you that maybe today would be your first day, and anyone that drinks, guys. I got liquor here. My wife, she has her occasional drink. I still go to bars, clubs. If you can control it, hey, that's the thing. If you can, and if you have violent tendencies, stay away from it. Know your limits, okay? Hashtag Hugh says, I quit smoking almost 13 years ago. However, I do dabble in the liquids at a social level.
One or two. So that's the problem, right? I think about that too, and if I have one, it's gonna be two, and then it's gonna be three, and then it's gonna be going to the Bronx or going with this that. That's just I know where it's gonna take me, and so I'm on top of it every single day, and
No, I dig it. And that's it. Just make it through the day.
yep.
I'm fortunate that I never really liked it. It was more business related for me. It was
Mhm.
more,
Well,
you
the
know,
industry, yeah.
right.
Oh yeah,
So it
it's
was
all over
like
the
there's bottles everywhere. If you don't drink, it's rude. I wasn't good at faking it. If I had it in my hand, you might as well drink it. And then before you know it, were having a scuffle because I was always around a lot of knuckleheads. So
Yep.
definitely was interesting. So let me ask you something. Do you breed your own rats?
I don't. I have someone that go to. Actually, a lot of the Long Island guys go to either go to Big E and or I got this other guy Justin that I go to.
Big
Um,
E's my boy.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So and it works for me. I listen. You know what I do? I work full time at the jail. I'm a correction officer. I'm either doing doubles or I'm getting home, and I rather just veg out and come downstairs and do work.
Well,
And
guys, it's definitely not easy. And if you haven't done it yet, go smash the damn like button, all right? And if you haven't subscribed, go subscribe, mother. So I asked you about the rats because I saw this on social media and I talk about it a lot. Someone shared this situation. This is one of their water lines, and as you can see, it had a drip. They actually shared a video, um, and they posted. Always check your equipment. It's the dumbest, smallest detail that can cause the most havoc, especially those going from 100 to 200 to 1,000 snakes to 50, 20, 10 to 1 and get complacent, laid back. And it's the dumb shit that causes a fire, a flood, etc. Approximately 15% of home fires are caused by the dryer vents no one cleaned. It's the, oh, I got to take your banner down. Okay,
yeah,
thank
yeah.
you, rest. It's the smallest, dumbest shit that gets overlooked. And I definitely have to agree with that. Um, I moved some ASF groups to the tub slots and hadn't used in years and had two groups drown. This was over 3 to 4 days. I should have checked the nipples, but assumed they were fine before. Out of 15 new slots used, two were dripping. Spent today going over the lines, all the sippers, and just doing overall maintenance.
Mm.
It's something that I really hope all of you keep in mind. It's not a problem until it is. And I think the key word there was complacent, not to get complacent, guys. I think that was the key word. We too often get complacent, and that's what causes the opportunity for these things to happen.
Every 3 to 6 months change. That's Troy saying. What do you think?
I we have a rat shed. We just started breeding on a very small level. I still have my rat breeder. Actually, Elijah knows him. He uses him as well. Um, I rather use water bottles just because of the tragic stories I've heard. You
I
know,
You do right. I thought I heard you say that on one of your shows. Water
yeah,
bottles.
I'd rather do that. And Troy says, always replace the water lines, but I don't think it's just the replacement. You can buy a brand new, tip, faucet, whatever you want to call it, and it could have a drip
What's
that
up,
it could
Mac?
have some sort of
Yeah.
malfunction. So I think it's about checking them and just making sure. Those of you that use them, that's it. Just stay on top of them, And again, complacency was the issue. Going 3 to 4 days without checking on them. I'm fortunate that Samson he's at an age now where he's doing a lot more.
Okay.
So he's in the rat shed every day. He's making sure they have food, they have water. So it's pretty cool. I've gone days without going in the rat shed, and it's never a new thing. My man Grabby Ball says every time I make a new colony, I do maintenance, and I think that's pretty smart. Daily charts. Mother Elfin Ball says she has daily charts when you have daily
Check.
checks, excuse me, when you have rodents. No, I get it. I definitely get it. But guys, that's why it's really, really important uh, to do the daily monitoring and making sure that's it. Daily checks, guys. Daily checks. Catch it before it becomes a problem. I've heard too many stories where the entire colony or drawer gets flooded and they all die.
Mm.
And besides the money, once in the AM, again before sleep. I dig it. Um, and cleaning those tips, making sure that they're functional. I guess what can happen is that they can get, stuff stuck in them. And once it gets stuck in them, that drip just keeps going. So you gotta maintain them and clean them and keep it
It seems
functional.
like too much. Everyone talks about the whole. It's another job in itself.
Mhm.
So.
So one of the things all the judges have been talking about it, the reels and the popular vote are not going to win this for
Right.
you. Okay. Um, and from listening to the judges, it seems like longevity is one of the things that that they're they're looking for. They want to know that you're going to be here in 3 to 5 years. They want to know that you're furthering the progress of these combos and um the community. What's going to keep you? And I just want to show you real quick because this is definitely, and we'll get back to this question. Been stressing me. I'm not doing a Milk Carton Chronicle this week, guys. I did the Milk Carton Chronicles last week with my man Gatto, who's coming off the Milk Carton Chronicle and has already started rebuilding and purchasing snakes. But we will be doing two graveyards, and actually, it's three on two graveyards.
Mm.
The first one crushed me, absolutely crushed me. This is my homie right here. He's been a day one for me. Matter of fact, Samson's first clutch, he gave us the mail for that clutch. Samson's first clutch was a leopard clutch, and he gave us the mail to use for it. And he has been by our side since day one. He's blessed us and helped us improve our collection throughout the years. He just got a great opportunity with his job, so there'll be a lot of travel involved. So when he told me this, like I said, this one hurt. This one really, really
Mhm.
hurt. I think out of all of the people that have been put into the or buried in the sticker breeder graveyard, this one hurt the most because he's always been someone. Then he'll still be there to talk and bounce things off, but I wish you the best. Pure Genetics JAS. I wish you the best. Uh,
What's up, Charlie?
you're you're definitely always only one call away. I'll give you whatever you want. Matter of fact, I was growing up a mahogany pie. I have two of them, and he was taking one, but I guess that's not happening, guys. If you're interested, he has some nice breeder females. Give him a shout out, pure underscore genetic underscore JAS to get some of the animals he might still have available. He has some nice stuff there. I don't always agree. He has some sunset. I'm not a fan of that, but he got some sunset and some other stuff. Now this one, I saw it coming down, and it was also sad. This is a two in one. This is a romance that actually started through the ball python community. I remember when CJ from Black Tie Royals told me that she was connecting with Saz, that they were actually moving in together, and this involved crossing state lines and joining their collections, even though they still kept it Black Tie Royals and Swamp Water Exotics. Saz, aka Swamp Ass. We spoke earlier in the week, and it was just sad to hear that they've been battling with their county regulations, and although they were informed of one thing before moving there, uh, it turns out that the law does not allow them to keep their collection. They are moving, and they would prefer to move the entire 130 ball collection. Obviously, keep it together, move it, but reach out to them, see if there's anything that might work. They have some really nice animals. We've seen each other at shows, Arlington, and gosh, I mean, they pulled the trigger on multiple high-end animals at every show. They've been building their collection. So this is another one that definitely it stung to see this. This was a two for one going down. And hopefully it's temporary. Hopefully the battle will continue. Maybe there's something that we can do to help with the legislation in the area. But guys, again, there are a lot of animals that are hitting the market. I say it really, really sucks, okay, that people are folding. It sucks that so many people are leaving. We're kind of having a correction. That's what's going on right now. We're having a correction in the ball python world, which means that there is a great opportunity, okay? A great
Right.
opportunity to improve your collection. Jose's a great dude. Macomorph, yes, he is. He's a real one. You were part of the inner circle. Very tight circle. Tight circle, tight circle. Like a virgin booty. Tight circle. But definitely was. Greg, I agree. I'm very old school. I stay with the water bottles too. Plus, it's really cool. I don't even have to fill them or clean them anymore. I got Samson for that. So it's really cool. Ron also runs his racks on bottles, but when he travels, he triples up on the bottles per tub. When we travel, we do the same thing. We kind of have an idea of how long, how many. We only do ASF, so we have an idea of how long they can last with the water bottles. So back to you, Paul. All right. How do we know you're not going to be in the sticker breeder graveyard? You have an awesome sticker. I love it. You got that whole large Marge morph, garbage pail kid looking
No,
thing.
it's not Garbage Pail Kids. It's Pee Wee Herman.
I know, but it looks like the whole garbage pail kid.
Although I get that a lot. Yeah, it's just something stuck from the '80s, and my mother's name is Margaret, so she used to walk around. She used to walk around with a large Marge T-shirt. I bought a so
So it's in honor of your mom. That's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
But let me ask you,
I
what guarantee do you give us that you're still going to be here in 3 to 5 years?
so I mean, listen, I have like I said, full-time job. I don't see myself going anywhere because I mean this is like my solace. I come down here and it helps me decompress, and it's actually improved every aspect of my life. I harness my energy into breeding, or even just taking care of them, and so I'm just going to be here for a while. I'm not going anywhere with this. Um, you know,
Are you one of the COVID breeders? Are you one of the people that COVID pulled you in?
no, I'm actually just after. I mean, next year it'll be in the summer will be 2 years, two and change. Yeah, two and some change.
Two and
Yeah,
change. So then let me ask you this, because I'm always talking about it, and a lot of people that talk about it. You're doing a lot. I don't think you're doing it now, the podcast, but you were co-hosting a podcast. What
yeah.
gives you the balls to host a
Yeah,
podcast in the
that's
reptile
always
world?
in the back of it was always in the back of my head. I mean, who is going to listen to me? Everything. And I think the more the aspect of that whole thing was to get people on that obviously had experience. And I mean, there are some, and to just get other people's names out. Because everyone has to start somewhere. I mean, Troy did it too. So
Well,
so
Troy's never hosted a podcast
yeah, you're right. You're
in
right.
9 years. In 9 years, he's
9
never
years.
hosted a podcast.
Nope,
Podcast.
nope. You're
And I
absolutely
think
right.
the only live Troy's ever done, or at least the first one, was with me.
I couldn't go that far back to find him.
So even your boy wants to know what the hell you were thinking.
Yeah. so I think it was just in good nature, obviously. Um,
So
but
so did you learn anything from co-hosting a podcast?
yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, and
Troy
and
Troy Troy
I
says he hosts this podcast, and I got to remember that. Troy
so
has been to every one of he has not missed, and he was very faithful with the other two shows, but he's never missed uh what's
yeah.
in your cup. And I can't, I joke about it, but you don't know how much that means. And yes, 100%, I love to pop that cherry. Okay. And I think every one of us like that experience at some time in our life.
Yeah,
I've had
yeah,
people on my show say, "Look,
good
Brian, I'll
feeling.
come on the show. Just do me a favor. Don't say you're popping my cherry." They That would like be the stipulation. Like, yeah, I'm not cool with that. Like, just don't say you're popping. And I respected it. So all right,
Right,
so let's see. You did the podcast thing. Obviously, you're not doing it now. You realize it's a lot. You have other things going on.
right.
What was a good takeaway? Was there a good takeaway, whether it was a guest, whether it was seeing how tough it is, etc.?
You know what? Meeting people. That was a huge uh uplift, I guess, from that experience was see what other people do, even just talking how people got started and stuff like that. That's and I just like to fucking talk. So like, what's better than that? So getting to know people is the best thing.
So I like what Ron is saying here, and I say it often. Ron was one of the first YouTubers in the reptile community that I gravitated towards because he was Puerto Rican in Puerto Rico, which I didn't even know we had a community out there. And he says a little tip to help out new breeders: help a lot in your local area and be accessible to newcomers, be it questions or even feeders. They will help you move products so you can focus on byproducts. So you can focus on your main ones. And I think that is important. I think that we have to keep cultivating and growing the community. And sometimes there's just this air of arrogance where I'm better than you, my collection is better than yours.
Hmm,
Well, the whole point is, guys, we can't grow the community and we can't keep expecting everybody to jump in and be at your level.
right.
So I think that that's really important.
There, I
And
mean,
I did pop your cherry. See, Brian did pop my cherry on doing a show,
we
and
had
his
we had
wife was okay with it.
those small local shows, that are on Long Island. And it was with Baker from Blue Line, Ryan from Nash, and Kevin from Sugar Skull, and it's fun. And Saul was right next to us. It's fun talking to people and watching new people. But I mean, it's very very addicting, that too, as well, new shows and everything. And I'm definitely looking into some display cases as well, in the future.
So you're doing it step by step, and I like that. And since you brought up a show, let's talk a little bit. Let's do a little bit on the vendor spotlight. Definitely want to shout out the first time where they're having a reptile breeder show. I think ball pythons have been full for a while. If you registered online, you actually get free admission. This is going to be in downtown Los Angeles. My homie KG, my co-host of the ball python eye candy extravaganza, had something to do with organizing this. Reach out to homie at Bomb Projects, KG Kylan. And I'm looking forward to hearing how this show went. It's coming up this weekend, guys, Saturday, December 9th. Also, got a shout out. He's been on the grind from day one. I've been in steady communication with Ball and Hand Pythons for years now. And gosh, it seems like every week he's at a different show. Actually, I connected him with the builder of these display cases. So if it's something that you want to hear about, talk to Dave, see what his thoughts are, pricing, shipping, etc. And he'll let you know. I connected him with someone that we looked out for Texas when they had the snow, and we bought him a generator.
Hmm.
So that's pretty cool. This was at the Four State Reptile Expo in Inwood, West Virginia. And then we have we're gonna go over the pond, guys. Let's go over the pond where Gavin just did a show. It was the SWC show. So it's good to see because they have a lot of regulations in over the pond
Look at
here
that
in
shirt.
England.
I like that shirt.
You like that shirt? Bang! That's his little character there. But it was also good to see Tom Wolfie Royals. There's a fraternity that has been created through the Snakes and the Fat Man 15 minutes of lame um competition over the years, but there's also a small fraternity, very, very small fraternity of people that have been on his Level Up show. I was very honored and humbled when requested to be on it. And Tom from Wolfie Royals was on it as well. As a matter of fact, Tom will be on What's in Your Cup in the next couple of weeks. I'm not sure what Wednesday we're doing, but we'll finally be having a cup of coffee and talking about some of the things. So shout outs to the people with their tea and crumpets, fighting the power and getting it done over the pond, man. It's really, really cool.
Yep.
Oh,
So,
we got Benel. Good. Look, he finally landed and decided to join
Adam,
us.
what's going on, Adam?
So Paul and I thought that he was in this year's competition.
Yeah, we did.
So that's how addicting this lame contest is, that people are still making reels a year later. Just want to make sure, Paul, are you a USARC member?
I am.
Okay, so guys, please continue to support USARC. It's really important that we support the people that support us and fight for our rights to have these animals, to breed these animals, to appreciate and enjoy these animals. So please make sure. Did you see my post last week?
Yes.
So I get a lot of flack for some of the things
No.
yeah, that I post. And I always said it. I bring you the good, the bad, and the ugly. And unfortunately, in our ball python community and reptile world, there's a lot of bad and ugly, which makes the good highlight, that much more. Okay. Um, let me see something. Hold on. Well, Paul, you have already done something I haven't. You were invited on What's in Your
Nice.
Cup and have now been on the show. I guess Brian is afraid I'd take over. I'll bring you on. I'll bring you on one day. But you've done all the other shows and you are the chat commander. We know that you are Commander Chat, so
100%,
that's how it is. Macklemore says the ugly people usually end up showing themselves. Yes, they do, but
man.
unfortunately,
Yes.
unfortunately, they often get a pass. And I've always said that we give passes to people based on their social media clout. Okay. Whether it's live feeding videos, whether it's the content or the things that they bring to the table. It's really, really interesting how people are so hypocritical, and it's one of the things that really, really frustrates me. Okay. I can vote for Paul because I can't vote for Paul because he complained about me wearing Timberlands at an expo.
He's standing all day and he's wearing Tim's. I'm like, I don't think those are the shoes that you should be be doing shows in.
Yeah, he's a Puerto Rican, man. He's a Puerto Rican from New York City, bro. Timbos
Oh yeah,
all day.
he was.
Matter of fact, let me take this banner down. I saw this and I found it cool. Look who's wearing Tom's
Yeah,
wearing
I was
Tim's over
wearing
in
Tim's
England,
too.
bro.
Yep. Yeah.
All right, so you didn't get the memo, man. You
Oh,
just
that's
didn't
all
get the
right.
memo.
He
All
was
right.
hungry. He was hungry, so I stepped in and sat behind his display and he ran and got some food.
Let me tell you, look, we wear Timbos in 100-degree weather, okay, with shorts. All right. I can show you photos throughout my years. That's right. Grab your balls. That's some New York shit. We wear Timbos in the summer with shorts on. I think I played handball at Orchard Beach with Tim's on.
Oh, that's
Uh,
awful.
so it's just a New York thing. All right. It's just who we are and how we do it. All right.
Oh.
Let me see. He's not that tall. Paul needed to see over the table. Speaking about tall, Tom is tall as shit. Wolfie Royals, Tom is 6'7", I think. I saw a picture of him with bar check, and he looked
Thanks, all.
twice the size. And I was just like, damn, that's crazy. Guys, if you haven't done it today, at least today, even if you're voting and you have another favorite, today, I think Paul earned your vote. All right. So go vote Paul at Large Marge Morphs at
Thank you guys, and thank you for
snakesandflatman.com.
everybody that's voting too. It's
Okay.
awesome.
And again, the popular vote will not win you the contest. You
Right.
need to kiss the judges' asses. All right. That's where you need to appeal.
Yep.
Um, so last week I put up this thumbnail, and my show actually was dedicated to this topic, and I received a lot. I mean, a lot of well, here's the irony. I actually got more support than I got hate, but the hate was intense.
Mm.
Okay, the hate was really intense, and it's because of the wording.
What's going on, Bill?
So if you look, it says Brian Barczyk, this dude is done, end of an era. And I guess it just rubs some people the wrong way. Um, and This dude is done. I can see where people took it where they took it, but was a direct reference to this video saying goodbye. I'm selling all my snakes. All right. Um, there was no reference. I can see how you took it that way. People said it was sketchy, it was risque, clickbait. Um, this dude has done cancer is something that has affected me, and I'm sure it's affected many of you. My stepfather, who I consider my father, uh, has prostate cancer. It's something that affected the family. Right now, a DJ that I manage that was a huge part of my life that good and bad. Um, he has cancer right now. I've lost friends and family just like everyone else that
Mhm.
is in this chat to cancer. Um, so it's not something that to me is a laughing matter. It's not something to make light of. Um, did I know that this may be taken the wrong way? For me to say no, I would be a liar. But again, it was specifically, okay, specifically to Barchek's video where he said he was selling all of his snakes. Good morning, Billy. Nice of you to join us. Guys, if you didn't see Billy's video yesterday, he publicly proclaimed Paul from Large March Morph. So make sure you vote for Paul. Okay.
I got that little clip. I got it. I play it back. I'm like, ah.
All right, guys, go check it out. But I am going to share some of the stuff that happened and some of the comments because again, I received a lot more support than the hate. It's just the hate was crazy. I mean, if you looked at this week's thumbnail, I was stalked by Sybil Serpents, who actually started the whole anti Brian, thing. Mad Mac Pythons literally prayed death on my 12-year-old child.
Disgusting.
Okay. Um, and then someone I've never even heard of, high quality pythons threatened to kill me. And this isn't including other pages that were created or fake pages out there that took snippets and took my things out of context to make it look worse than it was. It doesn't include the people that went on multiple pages and uh, tag people like, well, what do you think about Samson Snakeatorium mocking Brian with cancer? It was never done. And as a matter of fact, anyone that watched the video um, came back with positive feedback. I have publicly stated, and he was what was very interesting. I have publicly stated that Brian is someone that has gotten many passes in the reptile world throughout history, which is out there. It's documented. It's out there. There are people that will tell you they hate him, okay, because they were personally and directly affected business transactions, etc. Um, my post said it very clearly that regardless of that, we no one, okay, no one can deny the contributions
Morning, Tito.
that he's made. No one can deny that he has brought us to where we are today. There's just no denying it. And that was the point, and it was to give tribute and for people not to take time for granted, okay, and to let him know now that you appreciate the contributions. Now is not the time. He's apologized. Brian has publicly apologized in writing, okay, for some of the actions that he's done. Okay, he's apologized for that. Um, damn, bro, you really had some smoke, huh? Yeah, I definitely did. It was the first time I've ever felt threatened for my life and feared for my life. Um, and that's not a good thing. I've made it very clear that uh, if I feel threatened, I react, and I don't want things to get uglier. Um, some of these people are going to mess up with their
Here
threats.
comes
One
that.
day they'll find someone with people hunting skills, and it won't end up well for them. No one should threaten someone's life and threaten a child, no matter what.
The fucking assholes.
Yeah, I definitely agree. But I'm going to share some of this stuff from last week. Again, you'll see there was plenty of support. I didn't put everything out there. They assume by this dude is done, end of an era, that he's dead or being attacked in cancel culture time. It's a fucking tribute. Some people saw it right away what it was. Nice show today. I know a lot of people love Brian. I also know Brian has done a lot of making amends with people he has done dirty over the years. Crazy to think all this over their misunderstanding of a use of words, not your use of words, but their misunderstanding of it as it was a tribute to Brian. What the fuck can someone get how the fuck can someone get upset that you clickbaited straight from the clickbait king himself. I thought, oh snap, did he die when I saw it? But then I figured you would go where you did with it. We appreciate you so much. I love this show and love your honesty and respect for this hobby. Great subject and commentary, my man. There's a song that relates to this. You don't know what you got till it's gone. Cinderella.
Oof.
People who don't open the book have no place telling me the story, and you can quote me on that. And most of the people that had the opinions didn't even see the show. Where's he at? Let's play him a visit at the next. Okay, though there was a lot of threats, and I'm not gonna post those. That one snuck in there. There was a lot of threats, and again, we all suffer. Nobody wins from this situation, guys. Okay, dude, Brian was the clickbait king. I don't understand why everyone is so butthurt over you doing it. Maybe it's because I'm uneducated and just a dumb white guy, and I just don't understand. Why are you bringing race into it, man? Bro, I go to war for mine. So, however you want to handle this, I'm here. Thank you for always keeping it 100. Sorry to hear, read this BS attacking you. Yeah, whatever. You're thick skinned and you get it, but not the kid that's fucked up. My wife was really, really stressed and upset. She still is. I couldn't actually believe some of the comments post that I saw on the back of that. Some people are fucking odd, man. Disgusting behavior. Social media has given people the vision that they have to publish their opinion. I love this. I didn't ask you for your opinion. And that was usually my response to people. Thanks for leaving your opinion. I'm sorry if I made you think I wanted it. My mom always said opinions are like assholes. Everybody got one. What happened to the days where you didn't like something or someone and you just carried on scrolling past? Those days are long gone, guys. For sure they do. Honestly, keep going and stay true to your beliefs. You talk about everything going on with the community and you don't sugarcoat it. You'll have those that can't handle hearing the truth. Brian, I don't know you personally, but I can tell you're a good person. Husband, father, grandfather. Don't let those kinds of people get to you. Let karma sort that stuff out. Karma, guys, just for the record, is undefeated. Okay? Undefeated. Karma is undefeated, guys. Karma has never lost. But again, definitely unsettling because I tried to let people know, hey, you obviously didn't see the show. If you go see the show, you'll have different thoughts, and that didn't stop. So it all started, and here's the irony: the people that had the most in this all follow me, and I don't even follow them back. Civil serpents, okay, and I thought I stopped following civil serpents because he was such a MJ promoter, and you guys know I have history with the Chancleta man, right? So the link some people will go to for 126 views. So I just found this ironic that someone who has supported someone in this industry that has done so much. I was like, yeah, leaps and bounds. Barchek can't be mad at my thumbnail. Same as anyone with half a brain won't. But imagine if I wished cancer on someone, which was done, or threatened women with violence, which was done, or made fun of people with autism, or did drugs on lives. Then I'd get 1,000+ views like your boy El Chancleta MJ. Halloween passed. You can take off your ethical police costume. Okay, so the irony, Paul, the irony of people coming at me when literally, look at this, promoting a person that did all those things I just mentioned, literally regarding him as the trap talk god and as if he was a god, literally was on the show a few times in his Patreon, okay, hanging out with him in person. And you're gonna come to me over a thumbnail? Where is this even equal? Like how is this hanging out with him at his house? And you're gonna come to me at a thumbnail for a thumbnail. Got to hang out with one of the realest out there today. Also got to meet some of the Patreon family. You paid this person to be cool with this person. Okay. The stalking was serious, man. I'm talking.
This bozo loves me. Look at him. My stories. Look at Bozo. There he goes. Is he here? Nope. There he goes. Look at this. He loves me. By the way, I love all you guys that always stop by, show support, show me that love. But there's always a bozo, and there he goes. No way he's in every one of my stories. There is no.
And he is in every one of my stories. If you go, I didn't delete comments. I didn't block these guys. If you go to my Instagram page, go look at the comments. He responded to anyone that tried to give a different perspective. He responded to anyone that tried to say, "Hey, you're taking it the wrong way." And it's even funnier where he says, "Well, I don't support MJ anymore. None of my friends do podcasts," but he shares a table with Best Dressed Balls, who is doing a podcast right now. So you do have a friend that does podcasts. I don't have any boys that do podcasts. Um, but was really bothersome was just the stalking. Like, and I after 3 comments, I was like, dude, you made enough comments. I'm done. You exceeded your limit. And he just kept going. Like anyone that left a comment, he kept going and going and going. And I'm just like, this is just, ridiculous. So that's where it started. And then other people joined them. A couple other guys joined them. Again, the post is still up, guys. I'm not taking it down. Then
I wouldn't either. Don't take that shit down.
Then this guy, and it's funny because the people that were posting on other people's pages or created the fake pages, they tagged 2 people in their post, Sybil Serpents and MJ. They wanted to make sure that they were in every one of the posts and that they knew they were posting about me, like they were
Chris, what's going on, Chris? Yeah.
the ethical police. So this guy posts a story, Mad Mac Pythons, right? Let's pray this fat fuck Samson's kid never sees their 18th birthday.
Fuck you, man.
Again, I am thick-skinned. Your opinion means nothing to me. Asking people to join you in prayer, hoping my son dies, is another level. To me, I take it as a threat. To me, I have to worry that you incite some psycho that sees us at a show to do some dumb shit. Okay? I take it as a threat. By the way, this is Mad Mac Pythons. Okay, this little twig. You calling me a fat fuck? I will snap you. Okay. Who is no longer in Arizona. He is now in Texas. He's no longer in Arizona. He took his page down. I don't know if it's temporary. I also know that it's been 2 years and he's done. He's trying to sell his animals, his snake farm, his quote unquote snake farm, etc. But after he made that post, Sybil Serpents hits me up in my DM. So weird. You don't like it when someone does the same shit to you.
It's fucking crazy. Yeah.
When did I wish death on anyone? I've never wished death on anyone. It's one of the dumbest shits I've ever heard. I have never in my life wished death on anyone. Social media is fucking ridiculous. Yeah. I get it, Billy, and shit. Gosh. Billy's a fucking firecracker. Nobody ever wished fucking death on him. Okay, Billy's a fucking firecracker. Because of Billy, we got people still pissing on stickers.
Fucking flushing them down the toilet.
Clogging up the fucking sewage system. Okay. So why were you in New York City last Friday? I missed the Bronx. I wanted to just enjoy the air, and I figured I'd show people.
That's not true. Enjoy the air. Come on.
I figured I'd show people, like on the Bronx Down T-shirt, guys. If you go to the Bronx, if you go to Snakes and the Fat Man, and you go to merchandise, you can see the shop, Bronx Down under T-shirts. It has the BD4 train line, and I just wanted to show you guys what it looked like. I respect everybody that puts themselves out there in this community, but when we put something out there, we have to be respectful to be respected. It was risky, but in context, I understood. Again, you have a right to your opinion, guys. You all have to you have a right to your opinion. But on my page, you don't mean shit to me. I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings. Your opinion doesn't mean shit to me on my page. And there are limits, okay? And the problem with society today is that we get behind these keyboards and we forget that there's still real life. All right? You forget that there's still real life. Too much, it's one thing to not like someone, but a completely different thing to wish anything on a kid. Yeah, it was disgusting. It was absolutely disgusting. It got my stomach in knots. Okay, it got my stomach in knots. As you know, I love my children, I love my grandchildren, as we all should. Okay, but this started the whole thing. This is the despicable piece of shit that asks people. I don't know what God he believes in, but I don't know of a God that would accept prayers for a child to die. Okay, whether you believe in God, whatever religion you may have, whether you don't believe in God, I don't know which God would actually accept your prayers. You
Mm.
are a piece of shit. Okay, and I feel threatened by you. I just want to put that out there. I feel threatened for you to make comments like that. I feel threatened. Do not approach me at a show. I feel threatened. I'm letting everyone know. I'm letting you know. I feel threatened. So it continued. Uh, it continued where I got this guy who I never heard of who follows me. He also follows me. High quality pythons underscore on Instagram. And if you look at the comments, he wrote in the comments, he's always talking about me snitching and stuff, and it's crazy. He This is all he has on his page. He doesn't show his face. Um, but he in the comments, he's talking about how he sent me a DM to set me up. Okay, and I hadn't even I hadn't even seen the DM, because if I don't follow you, I don't get your DMs. They go into a requested folder.
Mm.
I hadn't seen it. But he did send me a DM. So when I went to look, his DMs are, "Hey, my friend, I'm from New York. I totally basically he's trying to set me up." Okay. Then when I asked for his address, I thought he would just wanted to do a show, guys. At this time, I don't know he's trying to set me up. Nigga, you're a rat, so I find this funny. We soon meet. Ain't no rush. Huele bicho. That means smell balls, smell like balls. Why I can't comment? I don't know what his issues were. He's not blocked on my page. I didn't put any restrictions on him. He's, threatening me. He's saying, just keeps going, keeps going. You're a rat. Watch though. We're gonna see each other someday. Um, he put in the comments. The comments are still there, guys. Like I said, I didn't take them down. That he's gonna shoot me. What else?
Yeah, but fucking what people fucking stoop to, huh?
Well, here's the crazy part. This could be a felony. Like literally, it could be a felony.
Yeah,
Like
yep.
it's so dumb. Like my life has been dedicated to keeping young brown and black people out of jail. Okay, white people too. Just not too many of you in my neighborhood. Um, but that has been my life, is helping young people of color and keeping them out of jail. Now you're over here talking about you want to kill me because of a thumbnail? Come on, this is absolutely ridiculous. He made his page private, then public, then private, then public. It just went on and on. So I was really, really shocked that I got this level of hate. He has snakes from Garrick the Meyer. He has snakes from Will Banks. He got a snake from uh I forgot the other. Basically, it's not too much out there, but there's enough stuff that
Yeah,
you know
he just incriminated himself that's the whole chat. He was talking to himself.
so I don't know.
I guarantee you somebody in your family listen to my nigga's music, K-Flock, free K-Flock. I guarantee you somebody from your family listen to my man's Dougie B music. Feel me? Like, you don't know who you messing with, and now you gonna rap. I'm gonna make sure you rap. And once you rap on me, I'm gonna make sure I post it too, you heard, bro? Nigga, I went to Rikers Island when I was 16, smiling. Came home. Went back to Rikers Island at 18, smiling. Came home. Come on now, bro. Like, I'm 24. You think I'm gonna pop your ass and come home? The fuck is wrong with you, bro? You should know. Look at the news. Look at the Bronx news, nigga. Niggas get shot every day out here like nothing. This shit like Chicago now.
It's true. It's a sad state where we are right now in New York City. It's a really
and takes pride that he goes to Rikers Island. What a piece of shit.
Yeah, I don't know the truth of it, but I know that tattoos are logged if you're on probation. He brags about being on probation. So even if you're covering your face, the tattoos are visible. There's a UPS tracking number of a snake that was sent to your house. You got a snake from Garrick DeMeyer. You got, I feel threatened, guys. I feel threatened for my life. If something were to happen to me, this is just who I would think would be the first person that would be a suspect. Anything would have ever happened to me, this would be the first person that I would think you have to worry. He went on Key's show. Somebody sent me a message on Key's show. He was talking about me on Key's show. I'm down here. That Samson guy, no good out here. He's a fraud. He's not even from here. The DMs kept coming. There was the people that he's mentioning. One of them is actually facing life. He's incarcerated right now. One of the rappers he's talking about is actually facing life. K Flock is actually facing. He hasn't gone to court yet, but he's facing a lifetime sentence right now. And ironically, the other person, Dougie B, again, I have history in the music business. Dougie B is going to one of the recording studios that one of my young people run. That now they're in their 30s, but like our worlds overlap. So this computer stuff, again, I don't know the reality if this person is who they claim to be, putting all this information out there. I just know that you're violating wire laws, and that this becomes federal once you start using the internet, and it's dumb, and it's so easily traceable. Like, it's just dumb. It's just really dumb, and I don't want to die. Okay, guys, I don't want to die over a thumbnail. I don't want to leave make my child an orphan because of a thumbnail. Okay, but it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
All I'm gonna tell you this is I'm a baby shit. When I see you, nigga, you gonna see your whole fucking whip back, pushed back, nigga. I'm from 187 Park Avenue, nigga. From K Flock hood, Dougie B hood. That's my hood, nigga. Go over there and ask niggas about me, you heard? Niggas gonna kill you, bro. Respectfully, bro. I hope this was worth it, bro. Cause when I see you in any expo, any event, I just started this, bro. And I'm 24 years old, bro. Feel me? I just started like doing this bull python reptile shit, bro. My journey just started, bro. Your shit, mad people, mad niggas, gang, but I don't give a fuck. I'm really like that, bro. Like, I'm really like that, gang, you heard? Like, fuck out of here, nigga. Niggas came from Rikers Island like 3-4 times. Probation. Bro, I got stabbed in the back of my head, stabbed in my hand, shot. You have no idea what you got coming to you, you little dick sucker. That ass, nigga. You not hard. You not from New York, nigga. I know your dead mother told you not to mess with people you don't know. I know your dead mother told you that.
Thank God my mother's still alive. So I thank God for that.
Mm-hmm.
But guys, this is again, I'm not gonna change who I am. I'm 50 years old. I'm not from New York. I grew up in the South Bronx. I moved 3 years ago. I'm 47 years in the South Bronx. I'm not gonna change who I am, but I'm gonna make it clear. I feel threatened. So just so I fear for my life. I don't take these things lightly, and it's just dumb. It's dumb to put yourselves in position. Imagine that you go to jail for this dumb shit, real dumb shit, okay, and catch a felony over dumb shit. It's just dumb. Absolutely, absolutely dumb. Keyboard warriors are tough till they get teeth knocked out. It happens more than people know. Guys, it's all over social media where people roll up on other people. Sounds like he needs to take the D out his mouth. Uh, he needs to get the balls out his mouth so he can talk. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Like I said, by 30, he's gonna be dead or in prison, and that's the sad part, guys. That
Unfortunately, you're absolutely right.
well, if we didn't have people like that, Paul, you don't have a job.
No, yeah, it's called job security right there. Thanks.
And that's why right now we had it happen years ago. And like I said, I'm here for the young people. I'm here to, I was very fortunate in my life to have mentors that kept me out of jail. Can't say I always did the right thing. I can just say that I had people that got me back on the right path. And it's sad, where we're dealing with this. But guys, investing in private prisons is back up. It's back up because more and more people they're starting to use song lyrics to actually use as evidence, and people are going to jail for them because the song lyrics are being taken into account. You guys we're incriminating ourselves based on this nonsense. The whole point, guys, is look, if you didn't see last week's episode, go check it out and see what I had to say about Brian Barczyk. Okay, even the people that DM'd me and told me how much they hated him said the same thing, that we have to respect his contributions and that it sucks that he's going what he's going through. All right. Life's too short, guys. Life's too short. So again, I bring you the good, the bad, the ugly. Paul, I thank you for joining me. I just want you to know my last 3 picks have won. So if you don't win, you messed up my streak.
Let's go. Go vote.
All right. Remember, it's more than just you got to get all those prisoners to take those phones out there, and vote, man. Okay. But Paul, I thank you for joining me. I thank you for being one of the shining bright future stars in the community, and for continuing to bring levity and light to this world that could be so ugly. I wish you the best in this competition. I hope you do win, and I hope to see you do great things in the next 3 to 5 years, and that your sticker does not end up in the sticker breeder graveyard. And for all of you guys, live, love, laugh. Don't take everything so seriously. If you're going to express your opinion, have something to express it. Okay. If you're going to express your opinion, your unsolicited opinion, have a basis to express it. And don't be a hypocrite. Don't be a hypocrite. All right. Look at yourself first before you start expressing, your opinion on others. Look at yourself first, because there's a lot of hypocrites in this community. But we're here to talk about the good, the bad, the ugly. Episode 155. Guys, next week is 3 years. I'm hoping I'll be back. Okay. I'm hoping I'll be here for
You'll be here.
For 3 years. Guys, you have yourselves a great week. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. Go crush your goals. Go make it happen. And go be part of the good. Let's make this a better place. Let's grow this community. Let's hold people accountable. Thank you guys for joining us. I hope you all have a marvelous, marvelous rest of your week. Holiday season, guys. If you're in a funk, find a way to be happy and try to be a blessing to somebody else. Take care, everybody.
Have a good day.
Wednesday, hump day, which means it's the time for MC's pick of the week. Where's the alternate? Oh my god, this is the first?
I want the alternate.
So clean. Now that would look sick. Hey everybody, Billy from Mutation Creation. It is Wednesday, which means Team MC's pick of the week. As usual, we'll do this. Oh, Brian. Gotta check that out. I wasn't able to make it today. I didn't get much sleep, so I missed it. Sorry, Brian. We'll catch it up. I'll watch it a little later. What's in your cup? Episode 145. Anyways, Let's get to this.
And the reptile recession again is something that I kind of coined about a year and a half ago. I had the pleasure of being in a podcast with Brian from Samson's Thinkatorium. I'll put his link down below, because if you guys are looking for a platform where someone in our community is not afraid to speak their mind and discuss the good, the bad, and the ugly of our community, Samson's Thinkatorium, Brian is your man. He's got a weekly podcast called What's in Your Cup every Wednesday morning. Unfortunately, I'm on the West Coast and he's on the East Coast, and it starts at 7 a.m. But it is recorded, and he keeps a full library of all those recordings. So do watch them. A lot of senior veterans in our community talk and chat with him on that. Lots of good content, lots of things to learn. So I do recommend you may want to subscribe to his channel and watch it on a weekly basis. If you can catch it live, it's a lot more fun, but the recording is just as good.